What's up, everybody? Kinetic here, and welcome to HeX Shards of Fate. I don't know what it is lately, but I've got the biggest hard-on for playing card games again. You guys have probably seen my videos before. If you've been around for a while, maybe you've been around for a long time, you might remember. Even way before I was doing Hearthstone videos, I was doing like Rage of Bahamut videos, I was doing Guardians Cross and stuff like that. You know, kind of casual, mobile TCGs and stuff like that. And it was pretty good back then. It seems that digital card games have only gotten better and better, haven't they? With, of course, like the Magic the Gathering games, the Hearthstone. We've got Shadowverse. We've got HeX. We've got all these different games, and it's really looking exciting. Like of course, Gwent as well. Like there's a lot of up and coming and sort of rising interest in card games lately, which is really cool to see. Well, today I thought I would take a look at HeX Shards of Fate because it's one of the more like higher quality looking games, certainly from like kind of the overall presentation of it is just really good looking. And after playing it for a bit, well, you'll see here pretty soon, there's a lot of similarities, which isn't a bad thing, between HeX and say Magic the Gathering and Hearthstone. It's taking a bunch of different ideas, like a lot of genres do, like, you know, first-person shooters and other RPGs and racing games. You know, like it's so many ways you can twist the same kind of activity, right? Anyway, let's go ahead and we'll jump into the campaign here. By the way, I don't know if I said that or not, but this is not a sponsored series. I'm just covering it because, like I said, I'm just like really pumped for card games lately. I don't know why. I'm not sure what's taken over me. Here, you can either create a champion if you haven't already, or continue a story with one that you have created. Let's take a really quick look at the created champion screen, because I think that this is one of the cooler and more unique things that HeX does that I haven't seen. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen any feature like this in a card game. So we have two different factions. We've got the Ardent and the Underworld. For the Ardent, they have the humans, they have the Coyotel, they have orcs, and they also have elves. And you can also see by clicking on the male, they've got their own unique art as well. And on top of that, we've also got the class selection down here. So Cleric, Warrior, Mage, and Ranger. And so if you want, you can cycle through and see all the cool combinations that you can get depending on the faction, the gender. Yes, there are these things, the shin hair, I guess, that you can play as part of the Underworld group. Dwarves and just all kinds of stuff, man. Like really cool looking combinations of faction, gender, race, and class. And you've got a basic explanation of kind of what to expect from that. But what this really does is the characters themselves actually have their own powers and their own talents and things like that. So for example here, with the male Venom Warrior, you can see that he has battle class power, basic 5 cost, or 5 charges, excuse me, deal 2 damage to target opposing champion or troop. So not just the cards that you play have powers, but like, for example, Hearthstone, right? The hero that you have chosen also has their own power. So we'll go ahead and we'll continue with the character that I have, Azalis. Confirm selection. This is a totally free-to-play game, by the way. They have a monetization system, though, of course. So here from the in-game store, you can buy things with what looks like 2 different types of currencies. You've got platinum, and then you've also got gold. With the gold, you can buy adventure packs, which I imagine will give you more cards, like, you know, booster packs. And yeah, here we go. Well, there's adventure packs here, and then there's booster packs. This game even has its own auction house system, which is really freaking cool. Like, I don't know why, for example, there isn't an auction house system in other online card games like this. This is a really good idea, I think. Alright, so here we are in the campaign. I'm very early on into it, but just far enough to be past the more boring tutorial section. Now we're gonna We're gonna talk to Colonel Sterling. I see that you've received my summons. An urgent matter has come to my attention that will require skill and expediency. Can I trust you with this assignment? You can depend on me, sir. That remains to be seen. A Chimera Guard outrider submitted a report of a possible HRO in a remote area near the border of Kulroth. Chimera Guard? HRO? The Chimera Guard is primarily responsible for patrolling the borderlands of Kulroth. The human kingdom. Our scouts seek out any signs of intrusion by enemy forces or any other external threat to the citizens of King Gabriel's realm. HRO? HRO stands for HeX related object. 2 days ago, a malformed chunk of fiery stone fell from the sky. It is very possible that this stone could be a piece of the HeX moon that broke off and fell to the ground. Incredible. If the stone is indeed a HeX related object, we need to secure it quickly before our enemies have an opportunity to do so. A piece of HeX large enough to survive a fall through the atmosphere would be invaluable to humanity. Where did the stone land? The outrider saw the object fall but was unable to determine exactly where it would have hit the ground. According to his report, he believes the most likely area would be near the ruins of Crayburn Castle. I've never heard of it. Crayburn was the site of a particularly brutal battle 200 years ago during the Underworld Incursion. Arden forces managed to repel the assault after a long and brutal siege, but they lacked the resources to rebuild. The castle has since fallen into severe disrepair. My assignment is to find this chunk of stone. Yes, you must leave immediately. I want you to take Gareth K with you. I believe you two have already met. He knows the area around Crayburn Ruins really well. The two of you will be able to move quickly and more quickly and accurately. Alright, what if our enemies are already there? Shouldn't we send a larger force than 2 people? I shall send a full regiment as well, but it will take some time to assemble. I am sending you as an advance team to find the HRO quickly and hold off any enemy forces until the regiment arrives. Is that understood? I will find the fallen piece. Yes, you will. Dismissed. Yes, sir. Okay, so yeah, this game actually has pretty cool lore behind it. Let's stop at this watchtower. We can catch our breath and plan our approach to the ruins below. Is that Crayburn Castle? What's left of it, yes. It looks like the main gatehouse, and a few of the towers are still standing, but little else is. Do you see a strange blue glow in the distance? Aye, from the trajectory of the piece of HeX that fell from the sky, the Chimera Guard outrider predicted it landed here. It looks as if he was right. Alright, let's move in. Time is of the essence. Lead on. Oh, wow. We got a progression map too, like this. This is nice. This is Crayburn Castle Dungeon map. You can click and drag your cursor to move the map around. This icon indicates your location on the dungeon map. Okay, cool. Click on the next location to find out important information. Click on that. Ivy has covered the bridge and driven its roots deep between the stones, making the path across the dank moat treacherous. Alright, yeah, let's do it. And there we go. Hold. I thought I saw movement across the bridge. Prepare yourself. I shall keep my bow at the ready. Okay. A decrepit gatehouse is in a serious state of disrepair. Right. Travel. So some of these nodes are only like for storytelling purposes. You don't actually know like when you're gonna get into a fight yet. A wooden I can never say this word. A wooden port thing once blocked trespassers from entering the castle's gatehouse, but it has long since rotted away to splinters. A darkened tunnel leads through the crumbling structure into the inner courtyard beyond. Move into the tunnel. A dark figure steps from the shadows of the inner archway, blocking your path. It looks human, but its skin is pallid and flaky. Patches of flesh are missing from its face, exposing the muscle fibers stretched over the skull. Most disturbing of all this is that this man has no eyes. Instead, 2 glowing diamonds are embedded in the empty eye sockets. What the? Before you can speak, the creature lunges to attack. Yes, we saw this before in the very earliest encounter. This dark hooded figure was doing that, placing things into the eye sockets of corpses, which is pretty creepy. Okay, so this will be our battle against the Duskwing Outrider. Let's do it. This is the thing that I really like about HeX, is how awesome the presentation looks. The graphics, these stages that you play, the cards on, the music and stuff like that, all really, really nice. Completely blows anything that Magic the Gathering has done for an online game, in my opinion, presentation-wise anyway. Replace or keep your hand. I think, let's see. Take a look at what we've got. Yeah, I think I can work with this. I'll keep this hand. If I don't like the cards that I have selected, I could have another hand dealt to me. As you may be familiar with games like, for example, Magic the Gathering, you have land cards that you would play, and then you would tap them to use as a resource or points to then spend to pay for casting spells or creatures or something like that. For example, this shield trainer has a cost of one diamond. That's what the color is, and that's what that represents. And so then that would send out the shield trainer with a power of 1 and a life of 1. So all I need is just 1 diamond to do that. That's what we'll do. Go ahead and use the diamond. But unlike the land cards in Magic, you don't have to tap them and stuff like that. They just simply represent points now down here on the very, very bottom. So I got 1 point, and one of them is a diamond, and that's all that I need for my shield trainer. So we'll go ahead and cast that. Continue to the second main phase. Depending on the kind of actions that you may be trying to perform, like other card games out there, I don't want to keep saying Magic, but but there are phases in which you are allowed to do certain things, and yeah, so that's all that we're doing. Cycle, continue to end phase. Yes, we're ready. Now I can't attack yet, of course, with this basic shield trainer. There's the summoning sickness, or whatever it is, I forget. I think they have their own term for it here in HeX, which means I can't attack immediately unless he has speed, I think is what they call it, or haste. That would mean on the turn that I play the card, I can also attack, but not yet. Looks like he's doing something similar, the opponent. So cost of 2 with 2 attack and 2 health. Also has a power, pay 1, sacrifice this, revert target card? That doesn't sound fun for me. Yeah, we'll see if he plays that power. Go ahead and confirm that. So just like me, he can't attack yet until his next turn, which is when that newly summoned card will be ready. Okay, so we need basically something like, we could do this. Bravery, pay 1. Target troop gets +1/+1 to attack and health. Or we should probably read this here. Inspire as another troop with cost equal to or greater than this troop's cost enters play under your control. That troop gets +1 to health. Okay, so I don't actually have to pay a resource. It's just what happens when another troop actually comes into play. You know what? We'll go ahead and we can only do 1 resource per turn, as you might expect. And you know what? Yeah, we'll go ahead and we will add that power to the shield trainer. So now he is a 2/2 and can go toe to toe with the Spirit Hound. We can continue to combat now. If I want, I don't have to attack necessarily. I can pass this attack phase without doing it. If I attack, I may attack him and damage his health pool, which is of course the goal, right? To bring your enemy's health down to 0. He has 12 health that I need to chip away at. But he can choose to block with his Spirit Hound. If he does, well then his will do 2 damage to me. I'll do 2 damage to him. Both of our creatures will die. And I don't think I want to make that sacrifice yet. So, you know what? We're going to cancel that. And we'll just let this attack phase go ahead and pass by, because I can just wait until I've summoned something else, right? And then, as the card says here, I'll actually get more powerful. Speaking of more powerful, what is this? Duskwing Outrider. Target troop gets flight and life drain this turn. That sounds bad. Okay, so he just used his hero power, which is now has given his Spirit Hound flight, which means I can't reach it because it's flying above me, unless I have a flying creature or something that can reach flying, which my Shield Trader can't do. Plus, on top of that, it has Life Drain. And it says right there, damage dealt by this causes the controller to gain that much in health. So he'll do 2 damage and he'll heal or gain 2 health from the 2 that I'm going to lose. And there's nothing I can do about it. Because I can't block a flying creature with my Shield Trainer. So go ahead and deal the damage, I guess. And what is this now? 2 cost Deep Gaze Acolyte. When a power is shifted onto this gets +1/+1. Okay. Confirm that. This is going to be a more intense match, I can tell that for sure now, beyond the tutorials that I've done so far. Confirm the end of his turn, and now it's mine. Go ahead and use up a resource. So now I have 3/3, 2 diamonds, and one sapphire, and that's enough to go ahead and summon the frigid buffalo if I want, or, and this is maybe what I should do, the Pegasus. Go ahead and end that phase. He just gained a diamond and resource. Okay. And he is moving into attack. Well, what should I do? Should I go ahead and block this, or should I let it slide? I'm not too fussed about taking this damage, to be honest. I kind of want to hold on to the creatures that I have and see if I can't get them even more powerful. Go ahead and do your thing, man. Troops with steadfast do not exhaust when attacking. Right, so think vigilance from magic. That's what this character has. And it's a 3/3. That's exactly why I don't want to sacrifice my troops yet to block, as I may still want to block something like that. Okay, now let's talk about my hero power. I can summon my dog, which I've given its own name, Geis. I actually could have done that last turn, but I kind of forgot about it while talking and explaining all of these different things. So that's my hero power. I can summon out my dog, who is a 1/2, which is pretty cool. And there he is. Now, if I want to, the next time I've earned charges, and you earn charges, I believe, every time it's your turn. The next time I have 2 charges, then I can add +1 to his attack and his health, which is going to be quite cool. All right, go ahead and get our resource out. Now, what's this? Devoted Emissary. Deploy, put target troop you control into your hand. Okay, so I can basically, if I want to, I'll put this guy in, who is a 4/3, which is quite nice. Or I can go ahead and do the Frigid Buffalo, who's a 2/3. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do the Emissary, and I'm gonna choose to put the Pegasus back in my hand. Go ahead and confirm that. So they swap positions, and now we can continue to the combat phase if I want to. He can't block with these 2 because they're already exhausted from the last attack, but he can still block with the Stalwart, who is steadfast and has 3/3. So that would definitely kill my Shield Trainer, who I am still waiting and hoping we'll get even more powerful as we go on here. So he's gaining a diamond. And... okay. What do we got going on here? He's just summoned another acolyte. He's given... that's crazy. He's given Steadfast to... I was wondering what was going on there. Steadfast to the acolyte here, and made that a 3-2. But he's not attacking, interestingly enough. Go ahead and cast our resource. And let's see. Target troop gets 1-1. That could be cool. Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead and get our buddy Geist powered up a bit. We can do the Pegasus again, which I'm thinking would be a good idea. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and pass on this attacking turn as well. Continue to end phase. Opponent gets a diamond, and he's going to use his hero power. So he wants to attack with this 3-3 flyer. I should have thought of this before. I could have put bravery on the Pegasus to do this block and survive it, but I can't. So you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and let the 3 points of damage slide in. He's also got lifelink, so he's gained that and health as well. That's not cool, man. That's not cool. All right. Yes, we are gonna go ahead and place bravery on the Pegasus now. Accept. Now, who is a 3-4, so I can definitely block that or any other flyer for the time being, I think. And let's see. Go ahead and get the Frigid Buffalo in here as well. And we will continue to combat. Now, he's already exhausted that character. So I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is attack... yeah. We'll go ahead and attack with these three. Go ahead and attack. So he's going to block only one of them, which will be a trade, the Acolyte and the Shield Trainer. That's fine with me. He's now down to 10 health after that, which is pretty cool. Alright, so far so good. And now, what do we got here? He's bringing out another Stalwart. Alright, end opponent's turn. Now it's mine. And we've got another 2 charges that we can use to add to Geist. That's good, that's good. And I'll get another Frigid Buffalo out, and we'll continue to the attack phase. So, I'm not too worried about this now. I'm in really good shape to survive any of these guys. unless he combines 2 of these to block 1, I should be fine. Go ahead to attack. And that's what it looks like. He's going to combine... oh, sorry guys. The Spirit Hound and the Acolyte to bring down Geist. And 2 also on the Buffalo, but I'm going to get 7 points of damage in. Yeah, I don't think it matters what order. Same thing with this. Damage is dealt, and a whole lot of pain was inflicted. I'm sitting pretty good at 13, and he's down to 3. With my flyer still around, it's looking pretty good. And the opponent's turn. Now it's my turn. He didn't do anything at all. Target champion draws 2 cards. Yeah, why not? We'll go ahead and do that. Draw a couple of cards. What did I get? Noble citizenry. Deploy another target troop you control gets +2/+2. Wow, that would have been nice to use, but I don't have the resources for it. So we're going to continue to combat. And all I really need to do, right, is attack with this thing, and that should be GG. Deal combat damage. Boom! I'm the winner. Of course. That was fun. That was definitely the more challenging of the matches that I've had so far. It had me scratching my head a little bit there. Alright, so we got 50 gold and another 105 XP, which is pretty cool. Excellent work, Azulis. Now we know there are necrotic skulking about. They won't catch us flat-footed next time. Necrotic? Aye, they are wicked, blasphemous creatures. The necrotic reanimate the corpses of humans by embedding hexing gems in their eye sockets. Disgusting wretches, the lot of them. Are they zombies? No, they are powered by the gems embedded in their heads, so the necrotic consider themselves awakened, not undead. They are far more dangerous than any zombie as they combine human cunning with an alien ruthlessness. We must proceed with vigilance. Lead on, Gareth. Lead on indeed! Oh! And the fog of war has lifted. We are now moving deeper into Crayburn Castle. But you know what, guys? I think that's going to do it for now. Just a real quick introduction. I wanted to kind of give you guys just a taste of what HeX is offering, and also get my impressions as I'm discovering it for the first time myself here, like with this map, which I didn't know about until I started recording. It's pretty cool. And yeah, I hope that you guys are enjoying the First Look Friday videos here on the channel. If you guys have any requests of things that you would like to see, be it on PS4 or PC or mobile or something like that, I'm open to requests. I can't promise anything, but you know, some ideas that I have here are pretty good, but some ideas of what you guys would like to see is also welcome. So yeah, in the meantime, make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss the next video, and I'll see you guys next Friday for another round. Thanks again for watching. This is Kinetic, and I'll see you next time.